Gentlemen, lean in for a second. You've probably been there, sitting across from a woman you're drawn to. The silence feels heavier by the second. Your mind is scrambling for something clever, your heart's racing, and you're stuck between sounding boring or repeating the same tired, "So, what do you do?" she's heard 1,000 times. Here's the truth. Most guys don't fail because they can't talk. They fail because they ask the wrong questions. The right question doesn't just get her talking, it makes her pause, smile, lean in, and open up in ways you didn't think possible. This is Dark Psychology, and I'm Amelia. Today, I'm giving you 10 powerful questions to ask a girl you like. These aren't random icebreakers. They're conversation sparks designed to make her think, feel, and most importantly, remember you. Because when you make her feel, you make her remember. Question number 1. If you had a one-way time travel ticket, when would you go to? Picture it. She's holding a one-way ticket through time. No return. Would she jump to the past? Maybe the 1970s. Disco lights, bell-bottom jeans, rebellion in the air. Would she meet historical icons, dance at Woodstock, or watch the moon landing in real time? Or would she rocket 1,000 years into the future? Teleportation, life among the stars, humanity evolved beyond imagination. Would she want to see her own legacy, what people remember centuries after she's gone? Why this works? It instantly shows you if she's a nostalgic soul or a forward-thinking dreamer. And it opens the door to fun, playful, even philosophical conversation. Pro tip, don't just nod and move on, share your answer. That back and forth creates a real emotional bridge. Question number 2. What's the craziest, most spontaneous thing you've ever done? This one is like lighting a fuse. Ask it, then sit back and watch her eyes spark as she rewinds through her wildest memories. Maybe she skinny dipped in freezing water at midnight. Maybe she booked a last-minute flight to a foreign country just because the ticket was cheap. Or maybe she pauses, smiles, and admits she's never really done anything wild. That's when you grin and say, "Guess we'll have to change that." The beauty of this question? It reveals her appetite for adventure. Is she a thrill seeker chasing adrenaline, or someone who values comfort and predictability? Either way, you've now got a chance to connect over shared energy, and maybe even plant the seed for your own adventure together. Whether it's adrenaline-fueled adventures or quiet, soul-deep moments, her answer will tell you more than you think. It's a peek into whether she's your kind of crazy. Question number 3. City or woods? Sounds simple, but this is pure psychology gold. Ask her, would you rather live in the constant buzz of the city or the peaceful isolation of the woods? Then, this is key, ask why. City lovers often thrive on energy, people, and endless opportunity. Woods people? They crave solitude, reflection, and nature's calm. The beauty here is there's no middle ground. She's forced to pick, which often reveals more than she expects. Pay attention to her micro-reactions, the flicker in her eyes, a change in her posture. Sometimes, the way she reacts says more than her words. And remember, a Wall Street workaholic and a mountain cabin dreamer rarely mix. This question quietly tells you if your long-term lifestyles could actually work together. Question number 4. If I handed you $1,000 right now, imagine sliding an envelope across the table. She opens it, $1,000, no strings attached. What does she do? Blow it on a spontaneous shopping spree or last-minute tropical getaway? Or stash it away, paying debts, saving, or investing? Money choices reflect values. If your incomes were shared, would you agree with her instincts? Here's the dark psychology twist. Watch how fast she answers. A quick, confident response usually means she knows exactly what she values most. A slow, thoughtful pause means she weighs every move carefully, a trait that could be either reassuring or a red flag depending on your own style. Question number 5. When was the first time you broke the law? Oh, this one is fun. We're not talking about the last time. Too recent, too messy. We're talking about the first time. That tiny act of rebellion from way back. Was she the thrill-seeking teenager with a need for speed, maybe earning her first speeding ticket the day she got her license? Or the mischievous friend who once accidentally walked out of a store with candy in her pocket? Or is she the halo-wearing angel who's never even jaywalked? The secret here is in the tone. Keep it light, teasing, and free of judgment. You're not digging for dirt, you're pulling back the curtain on her younger self. This kind of question sparks a story, lets her relive a snapshot of her past, and shows you whether she had a streak of rebellion or was the steadfast rule follower. Question number 6. What's your favourite holiday? Holidays. They sound sweet and simple, but for couples they can turn into a quiet battlefield. That's why you need to know early where she stands. Is she all about the excitement of Halloween, costumes, parties, candy until midnight? Does she melt for the coziness of Christmas, decorating the tree, baking cookies, building gingerbread houses? Or is she the type who finds holidays exhausting and would rather skip them altogether? This isn't just about her favourite celebration. It's about how she wants to spend special days with you. Because if she's all about big, extravagant holiday plans, and you'd rather order takeout and watch movies, that gap will cause friction. But if you're aligned, those moments turn magical instead of tense. Question number 7. What's your ideal date? Ask this and you skip years of trial and error. She'll tell you exactly what a perfect night looks like in her world. Maybe it's cozy and intimate, dinner, a movie, or wine on the couch. Or maybe it's wild, bungee jumping, river rafting, or dancing until sunrise. This isn't just about planning dates. It's about learning how she defines fun with you. If she's an all-night city adventure type and you're a homebody, you'll both end up frustrated. But if you're on the same wavelength, every date feels effortless. Pro tip, once she tells you, store it in your memory. Then, out of the blue, plan that exact date. That's how you turn a good impression into a lasting one. We're only halfway through, but the next ones dig deeper. They're not just fun. They'll uncover secrets, dreams, and even fears. These are the questions that make her think about you long after the conversation ends. Question number 8. What's one secret you've never told me? This is where things get interesting. It's completely open-ended. She can go anywhere with it. Maybe it's light-hearted, like her obsession with pole dancing, or the time she secretly street raced. Or it might be deeply personal, a story she's never shared before. Here's why this question works. It creates instant vulnerability. Sharing a secret, big or small, says, I trust you with this. And trust, gentlemen, is the currency of attraction. Dark psychology tip. When she opens up, don't jump in with your own story or make a joke. Hold eye contact, nod. Let the silence breathe. That's how you make her feel truly understood. Something most men never do. Question number 9. If you could take a 2-week vacation anywhere in the world, where would you go? No work, no responsibilities, just her dream destination, and the fantasy of sharing it with you. Would she choose the neon chaos of Vegas, the golden beaches of Bali, the timeless romance of Paris, or the untouched wilds of Costa Rica? Her answer isn't just about the destination. It's a window into her current state of mind. If she picks Vegas, maybe she's feeling restless, craving thrill and stimulation. If she longs for a quiet beach, she might be overwhelmed, seeking peace and stillness. That's the beauty of this question. By discovering where she wants to go, you also uncover what she's trying to get away from. And once you understand what she's escaping, you can become the person who gives her exactly what she needs, without her having to say a word. Now, for another one. Slightly playful, but packed with meaning. If you could have one superpower, what would it be, and how would you use it? The answers are never random. If she wants to fly, maybe she's chasing freedom and adventure. If she says teleportation, maybe she's impatient, loves travel, or hates waiting. And if she goes for something bold, like reading minds or shooting lasers, there's a story behind it. Superpowers are reflections of real-life desires and frustrations. Invisibility might mean she craves privacy. Super strength could signal she's tired of feeling powerless in certain parts of her life. Once you know why she picked it, you've unlocked a hidden part of her inner world, a piece most people never see. That's gold, gentlemen. Pure gold. So there you have it. 10 powerful, psychology-backed questions that do far more than fill awkward silences. They spark curiosity. They reveal values. They create the kind of emotional connection most men never think to build. And remember, it's not about firing these questions off like an interrogation. It's about letting them flow naturally, letting one answer open the door to the next. If you enjoyed this and want to go deeper into the female mind, into the quiet truths women think but never say, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because here on Dark Psychology, we don't just talk about attraction, we understand it. While you're here, check out the next video on your screen. It's one you won't want to miss. Thank you for watching, gentlemen. Until next time, this is Amelia reminding you, when you ask better questions, you get better answers and far better connections.